make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done it. 3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions.
Shivy, he's got to do something about it. The spike is ticking, but Rappa with the triple kill to end it off. Your champions are Team Tamelas.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 4, powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD, with ACT as the fiber partner and AFK Gaming as the media partner. I'm C. I'm going to be host and caster for this game, joined by Aggressive, and we're here. You might notice in different clothes because we're here celebrating the occasion coming up real soon, near where we all live. We're talking about Diwali. So, in recognition of Diwali coming up, we just decided to really liven up the festive spirit. Now, Aggressive, are you feeling excited because of that? Are you feeling excited for the games?
Extremely excited, and here comes. Oh my god, we just saw it for a bare second, but ladies and gentlemen, that was the new Agent Select screen. On the screen, just we saw immediately. And we have to thank our Lord and Savior, Riot Games, for finally giving up this. The Agent Select screen looks so beautiful and so crisp. We just saw it for a bare second, but soon we're going to be able to see it once again. But moving forward, it was something in, of course, we were talking about Diwali before we got sidetracked immediately. Even I saw C's reaction. If you guys saw his reaction, it would have been priceless. But moving forward, Diwali is going to be coming up, and happy Diwali to everyone who is going to be celebrating. And we are all in the festive vacation. Both of us, we are the green guys moving forward into this matchup. But we're going to be bringing you a treat today. It's going to be Paratroops versus the Dark Warriors. You all have been screaming for a Paratroops game, so don't worry about it. We have you covered. And here is going to be Paratroops going up against a pretty unknown team, I would say, being the Dark Warriors. I don't believe we heard of them, CA.
Yeah, so Paratroops are top 8 team coming in from Series 3. They're coming back into Series 4. They're a brand new team in Series 3 and now coming back to try to really push forward with their top 8 performance. They're an explosive team, as I remember, and now they're going for the explosive push down into C. 5 members of Paratroops on the attack into C now. They will tag down Hongang Ne and bring him down really low, but will not go down. Still 5v5 Paratroops, they get the spike plant, and now they're looking for post-plant scenarios. But they only have long to go, so this is going to be a difficult post-plant situation for Paratroops.
It's a difficult post-plant scenario, and this is going to be a 5 versus 5 scenario going into this post-plant, and in the retake, it's going to be the Arena taking on one, but everyone from the side of Paratroops answering back. 3 kills on the board for Inside, with Drac T being able to answer on the cliff. He's going to be able to take him out, but Biggs comes in from the C-long angle, and he fights one. And Tone finds the Omen is able to find one pick on the side, but such a chaotic fight, and it seems as though Paratroops, they had every single angle covered and they were able to find it. But a really good moment of brilliance coming out from the Dark Warriors, because they were able to hold strong, they were able to get a couple of kills, but at the very end the rotation plays and the teamwork from the side of Paratroops were just a bit too much to handle when it came to Dark Warriors.
They just look like a very clean team, exactly what you'd expect from them. And talking about a Lord and Savior, definitely something to remember. I love the fact that Riot continuously coming up with ways to improve our spectator experience with those starting graphs as well, showing you the guns. As you could have seen, this is the eco round for Dark Warriors. Now Paratroops, they switch up the side, push into A. It's gonna be Binks on his race, finding first blood, and another with his boom bot. 5v3 already for Paratroops, and it will go for the plant. The satchel pack will clear out Heaven, and Strix will find one. Strix and Binks, the duelists, really reigning supreme in round 2.
They're gonna be reigning supreme, and the cavalry is already here. It's gonna be Dark Knee trying to gets one on the Strix, one gun off the board for their side, but still some damage being done towards the side of Paratroops, where they're gonna be happy. 0 and 2 on the scoreboard, but this is where the real fun begins. It's gonna be the gun round coming out for the side of Dark Warriors, and this is a do or die situation. If you lose this, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, this buy round is especially important for Dark Warriors. But on that note, let's just take a second to talk about compositions. No breach for either teams, and bear with me, viewers, but I'm gonna say this every time we don't see a breach, because breach is basically a must pick in every situation. But they have the Sovas and they have the Killjoys, both agents I really like on the side of Dark Warriors. Agents that you can really use well in defense to hold down a side. We'll see if they're able to do that in this buy round. Now 2-0 for Paratroops. They went for the A side first, they went for the C side second. Now switching it up, it's gonna be Hungongang Ne getting that first kill. I'm just gonna call him Hong, I think. It's a bit too long for my taste, but Hong gets another though. Dark Knight with the third. Dark Warriors really stepping up when we wanted them to.
Oh my god, this guy and his paint shell, Hugogne, just goes in massive. And he is able to find those 3 kills, opening up a lot for the side of Dark Warriors. 5 members still on the board. No one has even lost their armor. Such well-played tactics coming out from the side of Dark Warriors. Glyph, though, he finds out Drakni is able to take out his fellow Sentinel. And it's just going to be a 1 versus 4 scenario moving forward. Some damage being done, but Glyph, he needs to try and go for something here. Try and deal some damage. Make sure they're going to be wasting a lot of their money. But here comes Ugyogne with the jiggle peaks for his side. Able to get a well-placed headshot on the Glyph to take him down. And 1 round on the board for the side of Dark Warriors. And this is a resurgence. They do have the guns in their favor, and they are going to be holding strong.
I mean, the best way to really come online is with the way Hung played that round, getting a kill with the grenade to start it off onto Mamba, and then getting that reset from the grenade, getting multiple kills, able to get another onto Edit for his triple, gets the last kill onto Glyph and to make it his quadra, and that's Hung getting the round back for the Dark Warriors. Now 1-2 for Dark Warriors. They're on Haven. Haven we generally consider an attacker's favored map in professional gameplay due to the fact that you can continuously be proactive, you can switch up where you're going, and the rotations really do become deadly. We'll see if Paratroops can push forward their advantage, because right now, full buy for most players just tricks with the Frenzy because he has the Plate Storm easily substituted as a full buy in itself. Now, Edit will find the first kill onto Infected. Edit pushing into mid. Paratroops, they went for A and C, and they tried the slow strat, but they're like, we like being quick, fast, and efficient, and they're going towards B this time.
Here Strix is able to find out his fellow clone, goes in for the shots. He's not going to be able to find it, but here comes Hugogne again from the side. He has landed them headshots, and he's just collided a mouse. And Paratroops, they're losing down members. 2 members have gone down. It's going to be Ace sitting up on the Heaven side. Does get smoked out though from every single angle, and the post-run scenario is going to be coming through for the side of Paratroops and Dark Warriors. They need to go in for the retake with Ace getting that headshot on the Glyph, being able to take him down. It's going to be Edit sitting up on that short angle with Strix on his side, but they're both on the short side. Strix is able to find one on the Drakni, but the last one positions have been found, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be clearing out all the other angles moving forward. 1-up trap have been used, but Edit, he's going for the long play, and he is going to be going in for the flank. Ultimate has been used from the side of Edit, but the Omen, he's going to be pushing on in, trying to find one, but Strix, well placed headshot from his side, being able to take out Lone Walker, and another fadeaway headshot onto Ace to clean up the round, making it a 1-3, ladies and gentlemen, for the side of Paratroops.
That round was the actual buy round for the side of Paratroops. In the 3rd round, they were able to go ahead with the weapons they had in the 2nd round. So the fact that they were able to pick up their own buy round means that their economy now a bit stabilized. Coming into the next round, the cards will be on the table for both the teams because they'll be able to afford full buys, and we'll have to see who's able to take the lead going forward. As we said earlier, Paratroops, they're a top 8 team coming in from Series 3. Series 3 was their first venture into competitive gameplay, and the fact they're able to make it top 8 means they can only get better moving forward. We'll have to see if Paratroops can continue this form we expect from them against the Dark Warriors, because the Dark Warriors themselves, while they're not a known team, they made it to the round of 64, so definitely a team to look out for. Now the recombo will spot out Infected Virus. Binks will take him down. Dark Knight finds the return, but Edit takes him down. Strix moving up onto the box will find Acer, but 1 Walker with the trade. 2v2, both the teams just trading each other out.
Oh, trading each other out constantly. Hugogne though, he misses one of his shots. Yeoman tries to use the teleport. He's not going to be able to find it, but here comes Glyph from his side, being able to take out Lone Walker, and this is a 1v1 scenario moving forward. It's going to be Hugogne using the bot to try and get some information, but the bot does not spot him out just yet. And Glyph, he's going to be in the back corner, but the bot with the return fire from his end, he has only 8 bullets, and Glyph, he cannot miss any shots, and if he does, this is going to be all over. Glyph going in for the play with the camera. He's going to be able to find it, and Hugogne, not able to get that headshot, is not able to get the spike defuse and get the kill. And another round for the side of Paratroops with good old trusty Glyph on his Cypher, being able to take it away. But this was such a chaotic fight. This would have gone either way, and this came down to a 1v1. Because look at the trade play and the potential that these teams had. There was nothing, like there was absolutely no opening that I found that was like, okay, this team just played it wrong. It all came down to a 1v1 because they played for the trades perfectly.
Yeah, and in that 1v1, it was Glyph who reigned supreme. Glyph doing really well in that 1v1, especially not hitting the bot till he had to. Now Hong with that Marshall find the headshot. Dark Knight with 2-1 tap makes it 2 members down for Paratroops, so that instantly the backup is there. Mamba, Edit each get a kill. And as your name, Mamba and Edit versus their clones on the other side in one Walker, in Infected Virus. We'll see what Mamba and Edit go up to here. Now, we talk a lot in general about Binks and Strix because they're the ones usually on the duel list and they're the ones really popping off. But players like Glyph, Mamba, and Edit, they're the real backbone of the team. They're the players who really set up plays and then are there to cover the backs of their duelists who are going for the aggressive pushes. And that's really what makes Paratroops a scary team because they understand every single role and they're able to do that now. Edit and Mamba, they've made a slow rotate all the way to C. Very smart, checking all the corners, and now Mamba will get the spike planted. They will go for the relocation. They will go too long, but now they don't check. Mamba now pulls out the Vandal in time with the instant headshot. That was clean. Gets one member down for Dark Warriors. It's going to be Infected Virus all alone. He's real sad his teammate isn't here to back him up, but he's going to be in a 1v2 situation. We'll see what he can do.
In a 1v2 situation, but with the shock darts being present from the side of Edit, we know how dangerous he can be. 55 HP for the side of Infected Virus, and with the paranoia coming out and affecting him, there is no way he's going to be able to get this spike defuse. Trying to do a little bit of damage to see what he can find, but at the very end, it's going to be Paratroops taking one more round off the board. But an extremely well played eco round from the side of the Dark Warriors. They did a lot of damage, they got a lot of money for their side, so they're going to be sitting pretty.
Yeah, well done by Dark Warriors to cause the damage, but Paratroops now on a 3-round win streak, they're looking real comfortable. They're starting to really settle into their groove, and you can see the thought process going through them in between every round with the idea that they want to play. Now you can see the pings coming out on the minimap. They're going for that C-long play. Mamba will smoke out C and enable his duelist to push in. Binks, he's going to push into Garage, use the stack pack to really set himself up. Throw out the grenades, clear out Garage completely. This is going to be a fast C-execute coming in from Paratroops, and this is what they excel at. Binks will find that first kill with the boom bot. Edit, Dark Knight finds the return, but Edit one more. It's 5v4. The spike carrier is down.
Has gone down on C angle, but it's going to be Strix being able to pick up the bomb at the very least, and the plant is going to be going down. 4 versus 3 is the scenario for their side, and we're going to be seeing Hong Yong Ne on the operator trying to find some sort of a value, but it's going to be Ace with the Empress in hand. Goes in for a pick, not going to be able to find one, and it seems like Paratroops, he's not going to be giving anything, but Edit with a bit too much of a peek, but Biggs with a huge flank from his backhand is able to find one, and an amazing shot coming up from Hong Ne to take out Biggs. That shot was insane, and that is what you need to be seeing from Valorant players at this caliber and at this level. But with just an operator in hand, he needs to try and find a kill, but against Strix and Mamba SR, this is a tall order, but Hong Ne, he's coming up massive.
Still on to Hung, and Hung, he went for the defuse once again, but Mamba, ever so calm, holding down from C long, able to find that headshot onto Hung, take him down and make it 6-1 for Paratroops. That was an expensive round for Dark Warriors, and while you can see Hong Ne, he has 10 kills. He's doing extremely well. He had the operator last round and pulled off an insane shot, but he's just not able to do enough. Because Paratroops, every single member steps up, and in that round it was Mamba holding it down, playing it very patiently, able to kill the diffuser and get that round. Now Dark Warriors, they're on a loose streak, so they will be able to afford the rifles, but a couple light shields will come in to bear. And Paratroops, they're switching it up. They went for that fast C execute last round. It's going to be a fast A execute this round. You can see the Sova already waiting in the minimap to set up the drone. Now Strix will dash in. Glyph will find one more. All of Paratroops flowing into sight, and it's already 5v3 for Paratroops.
Right, using the Killjoy ultimate to try and find something, but Edit already a bit too quick. This is able to destroy it down, and Binks using the chaos for his side is gonna be able to find Dark Knight, but it's gonna be Glyph cleaning up Hong Ne, sitting up on this A long angle, and another very fast and very convincing round for the side of Paratroops.
The lockdown being destroyed by the Hunter's Fury, a really nice nuance coming in from Edit to take that down, and that's going to be a really expensive round for the side of Dark Warriors because they went for the buys last round to use that loose streak money. They went with the light shields and they dropped that round as well. Now 7-1 for Paratroops. They will come to a site, but when they come fast and quick, and it just becomes really hard for Dark Warriors to keep up the communication as that team. We'll see if they can somehow try to fix that and stop Paratroops in their attacks.
And This was the showstopper. It's gonna be the one, but Strix, that dodge was so quick and that was so clean. He's able to shove the showstopper with his own show, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what you need to be saying. Hunter Spear has been used from the side of Infected Virus. Does get spotted out by one, but Strix with the off ramp, he's gonna be finding everything. And Edit coming in from the side, being able to get those 2 1-taps, and Mamba SR on the back lane is gonna be able to find Dark Knight, trying to go in for the flank, but this dodge coming in from Strix was so clean and so quick, and this is the level of play that we expect coming out from Paratroops.
Very well done by Paratroops to finish off that round. They went for the AXQ once again, but this time they make sure to leave Mamba in the back to clean up any flanks coming in. He's able to finish off that flawless round for them. Edit especially playing really well to dodge the Hunter's Fury, but also find his clone and Infected Virus, take him down. Now, that was an eco round for the Dark Warriors, so this round, they'll be coming in with full buys and we'll see what they can get done. Now, Paratroops, they're not gonna try to fix what works. They're going back to A side. Strix will take down Hong. His position becoming a little predictable now. Glyph will come in through sewers, find Infected Virus too. Already 5v3 for Paratroops. And Paratroops, they're in a rush to get this done.
Yeah, rush to get this done, and they're like, okay, we have the mechanical prowess. You think that you're better than us? You think that just because we lost a couple of rounds, this is gonna hurt us? They're just gonna be going in hard, and they're gonna be going in fast, and it's gonna be Dark Knight being up against the big dogs of Paratroops. 4 versus 1 going on in this scenario, but Dark Knight, he's just gonna be waiting out on this high ground angle. Mamba SR spamming him out to see what he can find, maybe to do some damage, but Mamba SR biting off a bit more than he can chew, but the last one position of the Killjoy has been found, and Strix, he's holding that angle like a hawk, and he's able to get that headshot on the Dark Knight and takes him out. 9-1 going into the scoreline, and 2 more rounds before the second half begins.
Very well done by Paratroops. It's 9-1 already. And you can see Edit and Strix leading on the charts with 12 kills. Bink's not too far behind. Hong, he's trying his best with 11, and Dark Knight not too far behind with 8. But at this point, like, it becomes really difficult if you're not able to pick up a few rounds against a team like Paratroops, because they will not drop the aggressiveness when they go into defense. While it's much more coordinated, much more organized, the aggressive prowess still remains, and it's gonna become really hard for Dark Warriors on the other side. But we'll see if they can get something done, because Paratroops, they're switching it up. Out comes a showstopper for Brinks with the help of the grenade, clearing out multiple angles at once, goes into garage, will not find Dark Knight. Dark Knight barely dodging, gets tagged though, and will get taken down by that Reaver Vandal. Binks now will back up as Infected Virus comes to try to avenge his teammate. Now Hong will find a kill onto Edit. Hong rocking the Judge and holding down an angle, getting that kill for his team. But Mamba always towards the back, covering his team's back, making sure that no flanks able to come out, able to get that kill. Strix with the final 2, and Paratroops 10-1. This is looking like it's over before it even started.
I have to say something about the Dark Warriors. Like, they look really strong at the very beginning, but it seems like they're crumbling under the pressure of Paratroops. Like, I believe that, like, it's really hard to put into words because I don't want to sound blunt in this, but I think that they're just really scared of Paratroops because how Paratroops are playing. We have seen in all of our games, let's say even in our personal experiences, if a player is playing very aggressively, you feel lost of what to do exactly. And this is exactly what Paratroops are instilling. They're instilling so much fear into the minds of Dark Warriors that they're just crumbling under the pressure. They're not being able to play as a team. And immediately, just as I say that this is going to be another huge push coming out from their side, but Lone Walker able to take out Strix, but going into a 3v3 scenario, it's going to be Mamba SR spotting out one, but Edit and Glyph from the side with their own headshots. He's going to be able to find multiple 15 HP and a dream for the side of Dark Knight, using the Killjoy ultimate to see what he can find. It's gonna be Edit going in for the back angle flank, but he needs to start moving up right now because Edit, he's just gonna be chilling out on that window angle. He's probably gonna be able to find one, but everyone being able to get out of the last round position. But with Edit, he has the Hunter's Fury. He can just use it on any time. No one needs to peek at all. And just as I said, Hunter's Fury is about to get popped, and Mamba SR going in for the peek from the long angle is able to clean out a Dark Knight. And to continue what I was saying, it just seems as though the entirety of Dark Warriors, from what we saw in the very beginning, they're just afraid of Paratroops.
I mean, that Omen ultimate coming out from Mamba on the boxes, enabling Strix to dash in aggressively and take down Hong. The Paratroops, they're so coordinated, and I know exactly what you mean, because when a team is so coordinated and aggressive at the same time, the other team barely gets that moment to breathe and think and try to adapt. And you can see the Dark Warriors, they have the mechanical potential, like Hong with 12 kills, doing pretty well. Dark Knight with 10 not too far behind. But for the side of Paratroops, they know exactly what they want to execute, and they make sure they do that in a coordinated fashion, making sure to clear out multiple angles with once, using that race to absolute perfection in Binks, the perfect entry fragger for his team, and then the coordinated plays coming in through abilities, where you see Mamba using his ultimate to give information of where Hong is to Strix. The team really looking like they matured a bit from Series 3, and they look so much scarier for that now. The sides have switched. It's gonna be Dark Warriors pushing in. They've chosen C2, but they're already one man down. Paratroops as well, though. Now Binks lurking in the shadows, down in the smoke, will find one. Binks looking for the second.
Ooh, what?
Wide is through the smoke, and it's already 2v1 as skills go all right, left and center.
He'll just go all right, left, and center, but that kill through the paranoia, that must have hurt so much. But it's gonna be Dark Knight moving forward, but the Dark cover, he's gonna get blocked out completely. But Dark Knight, that was such a well played round, and everyone was just lined up. This is why you never line up in front of the bomb, but well placed headshots coming out from Dark Knight, being able to take that round away from Paratroops. And looking at CA's face, I don't think he was ready for that, but such a well executed round from the side of Dark Warriors. And Dark Knight, that was such a good play because he just waited it out. He wanted to see what he could find, but a small misplay coming out from the side of Paratroops as well. You never line up in front of the bomb. That is where it's gonna hurt the most.
Yeah, Mamba going for the body blocks ends up just lining up perfectly for the side of Dark Knight. And I'm just a little surprised that that went the way it did, because in a 2v1 situation, knowing the prowess of Paratroops, you know, expect them to be able to pull it out. But that's okay, they have a huge cushion, and now down at A side, Dark Warrior switching up their attack position is going to be Glyph finding the kill. Dark Knight instantly finds the return though, and Dark Knight on the attack, looking to push through for Dark Warriors. Now the spike will go down. 4v4 situation is going to be post-plant for Dark Warriors, and in that post-plant they get 2 kills. 4v2, Dark Warriors fighting back strong.
They're fighting back strong and just showing why Haven is such an attacker-favored map with the aggression coming up from their side. This is a post-plan scenario. But we have to say this is an eco round for the side of Paratroops. They're going to be moving in, trying to deal some forms of damage as much as they can. Edit, he bought a Spectre on that round, trying to find out one, but Hungongne from the short angle is able to take him out. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Another round on the board for the side of Dark Warriors, making it 3-11. But with only 2 more rounds to win for the side of Paratroops, and Dark Warriors, they cannot even make one mistake, otherwise it's all over.
The thing is, Paratroops, they went for the force buys last round, so you can see it's really starting to hurt their economy in this round, because now they have to go for the eco, have to give room to Dark Warriors to be able to pull it back, because Dark Warriors, even though they lost a couple members, they're going to be able to upgrade that to rifles with the round win, and it's Dark Warriors with the tempo advantage. Now Paratroops, they're a top 8 team, and they've come back from significantly worse circumstances, so they're not perturbed at the least. They're going to just calm down and show exactly what they've got. Now it will be Dark Warriors pushing in through mid. A very curious side to push on around, you know, is eco for Paratroops. Eric will find that first kill. Dark Knight immediately finds the return though. Now Strix pushing in aggressively, and Hong holding down this angle will find the kill. The Shadow Step from Mamba will not be spotted out, and he'll find 1 kill in return. These teams, they don't give a second, they just go at each other.
At each other, and they are playing the mind games, because we're going to be seeing in a lot of these fights that Paratroops, they're able to get in the heads of their opponents, and just as I say, Glyph with that 1 tap, he's looking for another one. He knows that Hungongne is just sitting up on this left-hand side. The spike is going to be going down. Glyph being able to find that Spectre in hand, slowly going to be moving forward. Boombot has been moved to the right side. Just saying from Hungongne that you got to be moving away, and it's going to be Glyph coming in, but the headshots do not reign supreme. And Hungongne is able to clutch it out for his team, making it a 4-11 for the side of Dark Warriors. And they're slowly clawing their way back, but this is going to be one tall order, as you know, this is the buy round for the side of Paratroops.
Yeah, this next round is going to be the true test, but so far, so far, the Dark Warriors, they've looked extremely strong in attack. We've seen very similar strategies coming out from them. These teams, they're very similar in the nature, in the style they would play the game with. But one big difference coming in that operator for Hong. On the attacking side, an operator for a race. We'll have to see if this works out because it's definitely not a conventional choice on Haven. Now Hong, looking to rally his team back in this comeback, needs to do it in this buy round for Paratroops. We'll switch up his position. We'll go towards A long and look. We'll not find anyone just yet. Now One Walker looking towards mid, trying to cause as much chaos as possible. On the minimap, you can see a lot of Paratroops rotating back and forth, trying to get that communication about where these people are. But now Hong will miss that off shot, and Strix instead using the up drop to position in and off angle, finding a double kill, 2 headshots, making it 5v3 for Paratroops.
5v3 for the side of Paratroops. That is what we are gonna be hearing, ladies and gentlemen. And Strix slowly creeping up from the window angle. Probably gonna spot out Dark Knight, and he's just gonna be the hunter spotting out his prey. He spots out one, and Trigger gets to let Rage through. He finds 2. He's looking for the 3rd. He knows exactly where Ace is, and an ace for the side of Strix. This man popping heads left, right, and center.
Match point.
And this is what we love to see coming out from Strix. Top of the scoreboards, and he's just showing how much potential and how much of a grind he has been through coming into Series 4.
Strix just absolutely popped off in that matchup, using that off angle first to get the first 2 kills, and then on the flank finds Dark Knight and Infected Virus. All of them headshots. Strix is just like, I see head, I click, head go poof, and I get ace. Strix absolutely beautifully getting that buy round for Paratroops all by himself, forcing the side of Dark Warriors into a semi-buy. Match point for Paratroops is going to be Glyph holding down Suez, finds that first kill. Now the Cypher is dead, so his utility is disabled, and that's something Dark Warriors have for themselves. But Eric holding it down will find one. Strix with another, the Empress goes down. Mamba with the 4th, and it's going to be 4v1 with the Spike Carrier down. There's going to be an easy match point coming in for Paratroops. Strix will find the last kill, and it's really fitting. 13-4, Paratroops move on to the round of 32.
Not really a surprising factor, but I have to give it a lot to Dark Warriors. That they had a lot of potential in them, and they showed a lot of promise moving forward. But we're going to be talking a lot about that soon enough. Let us look at the scoreboards a little bit. We all expected Strix to be up there, but Hong Ne was tagging along pretty close from his side as well.
Yeah, Strix absolutely popped off, but I feel like both of these teams, they were so stylistically matched in the way they approached the rounds. Both of the teams, they like going for that fast, clean, quick executes. They're not the sort of teams who go for the slow plays into rotations. You can see Strix with that 372 ACS, 23 kills on top of the board. And Hongkongangne not too far behind, 17 kills for himself. Very well done by him, but it's going to be Paratroops moving on. Now, we'll take a second to talk about that entire matchup because, oh boy, was it quick, and we didn't really get a second to analyze every aspect of it to its entirety. With the Relive the Moment brought to you by Ideapad Gaming 3 notebook, powered by Ryzen 4000 series processors, perfect for gaming and multitasking. Now, aggressive for me, like as I was saying, I think these teams are so stylistically matched that it really came down to the individual players coming in for both teams. And for the side of Paratroops, you can see consistency in the players throughout. Like there were moments where Strix was popping off, there were moments where Mamba was clutching the round, there were moments where Glyph was clutching the round, and Edit, do I even have to say, he had a phenomenal match. Similarly, Binks the entry fragger. But aside of the Dark Warriors, it was very much Hongkongangne and Dark Knight show. We didn't really see the other members step up as much.
That is actually a true factor because I see both teams going for similar playstyles, their attacking strategies, their defending strategies. They held a lot of it similarly, and all of it just came down to Strix just popping heads. So just as you said, Strix be like, I see head, I shoot, and head go poof. That's basically what was happening the entirety in a lot of these fights, and just goes to show the mechanical prowess really mattering. And when you know for a fact that some of your members are not able to reach the same mechanical skill level as your opponents, you should try and go in for a lot of the rotation plays. Like, I wanted to see Dark Warriors, like, as a team, like, I don't think that they're bad when it came to a lot of these mechanical gameplays, when it came to, like, the small micros being like, okay, I check this angle, I'll check this angle. It wasn't too bad. but there is of course room for improvement. But it wasn't too bad. But all came down to like the skill disparity that was coming through from some of their members. So maybe going in for some of the rotation plays, maybe setting up a couple of more crossfires would have been a lot more beneficial for their side.
Yeah, I think the idea of trying to use macro gameplay to like remove the factor of skill discrepancy between two teams is something that like lower tier teams really should look into, because not only does it help you sort of just ease into the flow of the game, but it also really helps you understand the game at a foundational level, therefore just really helping your progress as a whole. But Dark Warriors, they made it all the way to the round of 64. So, and you can see exactly why, right? The team, they had the potential, just not enough place to go up against a top 8 team like Paratroops. Paratroops ever so consistent. In our Diwali Dhamaka today, we're the first team to move on to the round of 32. Now, we have 2 more games coming up, and I promise you the action just ramps up because we have Paratroops first, we have Godlike first, and for the third game, I don't even need to say it. You guys know exactly who is coming to us for that third game.
Boys.
But for now, we're just gonna go set up for game 2. We'll take a breath and get the team sorted out. And in that time, make sure you check out the links in the description below. Still massive sale going on. It's Diwali time. It's the time for you to get gifts for your friends. So go pick up your friend that 144Hz monitor so he can't complain about lag the next time he misses his shot in your duo queue. Make sure you also like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. A lot more content coming up and a top-notch action as well. We'll see you real soon with game 2 of the LG Ultragear TEC Challenges Series 4.
Every day goes by so fast, and every moment counts, baby. I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done it. 3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions.
Shivy, he's got to do something about it. The spike is ticking, but Rafa with the triple kill to end it off. Your champions are Team Tamelas.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenges Series 4, powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD. We have ACT as our fiber partner and AFK Gaming as our media partner. My name is Apollonia. I'll be your host and caster from now to the end of the stream, and I'll be joining CA this time. So I have a small announcement for you guys. Today will be one of the last days that we are streaming because we have a 5-day break in light of Diwali coming up. So CA, you're looking very sharp. I like what you're wearing. But let's get straight into the game. And you guys know it's going to be UGG Revenants versus Godlike Esports. Now, UGG Revenants, the last time, we kind of saw them, it was in the round of 64 back in the Challenger Series 3. And Godlike Esports, we saw them the other day. They pack a punch. They placed second in the Challenger Series 3 as well. So, they are juggernauts. And as for UGG Revenants, I mean, this is redemption, but they are up against some really tough opponents. What do you think about this, CA?
I mean, for UGG Revenants, it's just the idea of trying to do better than they did in Series 3, and that's going past the round of 64. But to do that, they have to face this juggernaut in front of them in Godlike Esports. And Godlike Esports, you can see like the standard composition coming through for them is going to be Knight Rider on that Jet Solar Duelist. But what I really like is for the other side in UGG Revenants, it's a very similar composition with the exception of Raze. Now, Knight Rider on Jet, now that's a love story I can't match, but on Bind specifically, I do think Raze is slightly better than Jet as a duelist because of her abilities to clear corners out, use that pain grenade, use that boom bot to perfection. And I'm curious to see if UGG Revenants, they have the perfect composition. Like I was drafting, they have the double sentinel, they have the initiator, they have the Raze, they have the perfect composition to take them down, but it's godlike. I really don't have to say much after that.
Indeed, UGG Revenants, the last time they were eliminated was right here in the round of 64. I mean, you're going to be up against opponents. Sometimes, they might be a little lacking in skill. Sometimes they may be way up there. And, Godlike Esports standing right in front of them. They've got a lot of work to do. But let's see what kind of punch that UGG Revenants can pack in. Now, looking at both the compositions, I do like the Killjoy there on UGG Revenants. And the Breach very handy. And I like the fact that, the Cypher is going to be on the side of Godlike Esports, but the setup is a little bit more different. You see the 2 Sentinels, 1 Controller, 1 Initiator, and 1 Duelist for Revenants. But for Godlike Esports, they've got only 1 Sentinel, and they have chosen for 3 much more aggressive picks. The 2 Initiators, which is Breach and Sova, then they have their Duelist, and then, the Omen there, just to give Cypher a little bit more of a helping hand in terms of controlling the map. So this is pretty cool that both teams have a very different approach, but what is going to matter is your teamwork, your communication, everything you have to put in. You got to work as a unit, and what more on the Bind map, known for those teleporters. Rotations are so important and bamboozling your opponents because it's not going to be easy to get on site. And Godlike Esports, we're going to see how they are going to approach this on the side of attack. Revenants, they got to keep their defensive walls up.
Yeah, I think the really interesting thing as well is the fact that both of the teams are starting on the sides that they really favor. For UGG Revenants, with that double sentinel lineup, defense is the name of the game. They have to get as many rounds in defense as possible. But the same goes to the side of Godlike. They're playing that double initiator lineup, and attack is where Godlike really thrive. Now, Bind, it will always be a slightly defense-favored map because of the fact that there is no mate to control. There's only a specific number of entries to force. But the fact that there is only a small number of entries to force actually favors the breach a lot, because you can then peek those entries, use that fault line, and try to contest those ult points, get your ultimate down faster, and inherently win the game. We'll see if Godlike is able to do that to perfection, because this is the clash of both teams being at their utmost comfort. The team that finds the first edge will just run away with the game.
Indeed, Godlike Esports with a very slow approach. We do see 3 members crowding close to the B site. Looks like a little bit of an entrance into Hookah, and that's gonna be Nukeon. The Breach just firing some shots, letting his presence be known. 1 minute left on the clock. Godlike Esports, they're taking this a step at a time, not overestimating Revenants at all. You gotta get a feel of what your opponents are like to kinda plan what your next move is going to be. Now, as the timer is going down, Revenants, they aren't shaken up. They do have 3 members on the side of A. And Godlike Esports, they might have done a little bit of good foresight. SMX just gonna toss out a dart. We do see rotations happening from the defenders, but that was just all mind games. Knight Rider, he is on site, does get flashed very briefly. Seismic blast thrown in by Nuke. Pretty good positioning there. Knight Rider just gonna dodge it. Shivy will get that spike planted with 15 seconds to spare. And now it's all up to the defenders to go for this retake. The boom bot takes out Knight Rider's health, and he's down to 7 HP. Skargard, meanwhile, will find first blood. That's a headshot onto Maruf. Now Japanese Storm feels and Nuke. They all pick up kills. SMX will get 1 return. But Revenant's off to a really good start here in the pistol round. It's all about accuracy, and Japanese Storm will manage to defuse the spike. Team Ace? Revenants, they pick up the first round here as a CA.
Yeah, Revenant's doing really well there. They go wait. They play really patiently. They allow Godlike to take down the site, and that's mostly because of the mind games coming through from Godlike, where the recon board from SMX baiting the A push when they're actually going B. They're able to get the spike planted, but they're not able to get into post-plant positions, meaning that Revenants moving in from halls and elbow, able to find multiple kills for themselves and force Shivy and SMX into that tiny elbow corner where they cannot peek the spike. Japanese Thor with that diffuse able to get that first round for Revenants here. Now it's going to be Godlike. Once again, very similar approach to what they had last time. Looking for picks before they commit, but it's instead going to be Fields with the headshot, finding the first blood onto Skargard. 5-4 for Revenants, eco round for Godlike.
Shivy here on the A short. Shivy trying to take out that turret, but Fields is gonna find that kill. Knight Rider with the return out of bullets for Fields. And Japanese Thor gonna get 1 pick off. But Godlike Esports must be a little bit shaken because Revenants are not backing down. They are definitely standing their ground, and Godlike Esports eco round. Nothing much to worry about. They did manage to get 1 kill, but Revenants here, they are standing strong, and who would have known? Knight Rider just creeping in showers, step by step, and it looks like a tough feat for Godlike. 2v4 situation. Spike just trailing behind them. And Godlike Esports,
30 seconds left.
who would have thought? Revenant just scrambling around, and they are going to make them move onto site. Take out that alarm bot there. Knight Rider will find a kill. Whitehorse falls at Japanese Thor. He's going to wrap that up. But 2 rounds strong is UGG Revenants.
Godlike, they found a couple kills for themselves into that eco round, and they were able to hurt the economy for Revenants a little bit, but it's not going to be as much because Revenants, they're going to be able to continue onto this round with 3 Spectres and a couple rifles. And for Godlike, this is the buy round. This is their moment to really try to push back against your Revenants, because Revenants with that double sentinel lineup, if they can get a really good win streak going, it becomes insanely hard to stop that double sentinel lineup. We'll have to see what Godlike is able to do, because this time there's no spreading about, there's no time wasting. All 5 members grouped down at A. They're going to use that double initiator lineup. It's going to be Knight Rider dashing in aggressively. Godlike looking for that A side take.
Knight Rider drops the cloud burst. He's gonna spray for his life. Not gonna pick up a kill just yet. And there is another cloud burst just to play with the visibility of himself. And we do see the Killjoy back away. Skargod's gonna pick up Japanese Thor. And Revenants, they are a man down. Slight disadvantage, and Shibi will get that spike planted. That's all up to the defenders for the retake. Fields picks up SMX, but Knight Rider just creeping by the corner. He picks up that kill as well. 3v4 situation. It's not over for Revenants just yet. But Godlike Esports, they're looking to bounce back. Knight Rider with his second kill connects the headshot onto Maruf. And Lethal here, making his way across the site. A little exposed, but he does have Nuke to back him up. Now Lethal gonna dash on the Paranoia, and Nuke's gonna pick up his clone Shivy. Drop that fault like Lethal, comes out of lamps, and 2 men down. Godlike Esports, they clean that up. First round for them, and you know, a great bounce back for them as well. That is definitely gonna help the economy.
Now, that round is really important as well in terms of macro gameplay for both teams, because we've already seen a lot of mind games coming out from both teams. Both teams really understanding the essence of which one team wants to approach this game and trying to counter it. Likewise, this round you saw Godlike, instead of going for the spread style, they went for the fast A take using that breach with the help of the Jet. The Jet breach combo, one of the strongest combos right now because of the capability to set up the flashes while your duelist is advancing. They're able to use that to get the spike planted, and then Knight Rider holding it down, able to get the win. But now Japanese Thor, in this eco round for the side of Revenants, will find the spike carrier in Scar down, take him down, and it's going to be UGG Revenants with the surprise push, taking Godlike Esports apart.
Now Godlike Esports, they lost 2 members, and Revenants, who would have thought that they will give these juggernauts such a huge fight. SMX gonna take out Maruf. Revenants losing 1 man. They've got to hold on to the small advantage. Japanese Thor gonna take out Shivy, and Knight Rider returns that kill. SMX just behind Knight Rider, and he does have an idea that someone might be right around the corner. 3v2 situation. Defenders are holding it strong. They are watching the spike as it has been dropped in a very vulnerable position. Now, Knight Rider and SMX, they got to play this really smart, really calculated. They got to check every single angle. And meanwhile, you know, we do see the breach trailing behind them. SMX gonna spray. He picks up the kill on Lethal. It's down to a 2v2. The fault line connects onto SMX, and he does spot the Killjoy. Juking, and Fields will pick him up. Knight Rider gets the kill. It's down to a 1v1. Will Knight Rider be the saving grace for Godlike Esports once again to get it even on the scoreboards? We do see Nuke is falling back onto the B side. 10 seconds left. Easily in time. Knight Rider, he will get this plant off. He does have 1 point in the updraft and the Blade Storm on hand. He's just gonna take out that dagger, reposition himself into showers, just watch his back. But Nuke, he is on site. Now, Knight Rider with only 27 HP, he can't afford a single mistake. Blade Storm is open. The fault line, good prediction by Nuke there. Knight Rider, he's gonna creep in. He's gonna wait, and he gets the kill, ending it off with a triple. That's Knight Rider for you. Bring it even on the scoreboard. 2-2 for Godlike Esports against UGG Revenants. Brilliant clutch.
It's especially important in a situation like that when you're down in HP and you have the spike planted and the advantage of being able to reposition yourself to go for a wraparound the way Knight Rider did, because what this does is it puts you in a situation where you're only checking one angle. You do not have to check the angle behind you, whereas if he was on site, he'd have to check heaven, he'd have to check CT side, he'd have to check elbows. Knight Rider playing that 1v1 exceptionally smart, in the end utilizing the fact that his running giveaway noise to slow down, wait that angle, allow Nuke to come to him and get that right click burst with the Blade Storm, able to make it 2-2 for the side of Godlike Esports. Now, for the side of UGG Revenants, you can see last round was Eco. This is their buy. It's going to be Fields on that operator. The Killjoy holding down A side, not only with the help of her abilities, but also with the operator, is going to make it a formidable task to get into A. And you can see Godlike, they understand that this is the buy round for UGG Revenants. They're playing it very slow. They're looking for that aggressive push which punished them last time, but instead it's going to be Fields with the operator going down a peak, down A short, finding first blood on his score guard. Once again, it's Revenants who take the lead.
Revenants with a huge investment on that operator, but definitely served them well. We did see the Killjoy pick up the first kill. Now Godlike Esports, they got to scramble. And attack is not exactly easy to pull off here on Bind. And we can see Godlike Esports trying to get their footing. But UGG Revenants, they are holding their own. This round might be the deciding factor actually on
30
which
seconds
team
left.
will have the lead and can kind of prove their dominance over the other. Now Nuke, he's not going to find a kill, but Whitehorse and Knight Rider both get one for themselves in unison. And the orb taken by Shivy. Japanese Storm with the showstopper in hand. It's about to disappear. Not much time. He fires it away. The spike has to be planted.
10
What is
seconds
Shivy
left.
doing? He's making his way onto A site. So this is what you call mind games by Godlike Esports. Easily in time, the spike has been planted. And now 2v4 situation. Feels with that huge investment. He's got to make that orb work. And Knight Rider, he's just going to stay here on the B site. Might come into contact with Nuke. And Knight Rider, he's gonna make his way to meet up with his buddies. But what is UGG Revenants gonna do here? I would suggest a save. I do think it is a much better option here, considering, you know, that sniper rifle, it ain't cheap.
Yeah, that operator is the one situation where even after the recent patch changes where saving has become less worthwhile, the operator definitely worth to go for the save, understanding the fact that feels he's shown his prowess with it. But despite Revenants getting the first pick onto Scargord and feels, it's Godlike Esports, as you mentioned, using the mind games exceptionally well, forcing down B site and then making that rotation down to A to get this round for themselves. Now Revenants, they're not going to be able to afford full buys going into the next round, but they have one Vandal and one Operator that they did get to save. Now they're going to be going for the semi-buys, and we'll have to see if it works because, as I mentioned at the start of this match, in this matchup, Apo, the first half will basically decide how the tempo goes for the rest of the game because Revenants, they're a team in composition-wise that wants to be on defense, and Godlike, they're a team that thrives on attack. But when you switch the script, Godlike, they're just as comfortable on defense. A double Sentinel lineup though on attack, not that great.
UGG Revenants, they made it all the way up to the round of 64, and we can see competition is definitely tough. Godlike Esports, they should have seen this coming. Now Maruf, he's gonna get cornered in with that seismic blast, brilliantly placed by Chevy, and Scargord picks up that kill. Now Godlike Esports lurking on B long, they could look to use that teleporter. We do see a huge rotation from Revenants, and it is an equal round for them. We did see the Raids carrying that frenzy. White Horse just waiting very patiently. Japanese Door coming in from the back. And he could pick up this kill, but Knight Rider's too quick. Takes him out with a shot straight through his head. 50 seconds left on the clock. And, you know, this round should be one for Godlike Esports to take. And Nuke will find the killer to Scargord, but Knight Rider returns it. Massive play, a key member of Godlike Esports connects the shot onto Shivy. The operator definitely worth the save, granting them that kill. 2v3 situation. Godlike Esports, they're gonna rotate, taking that teleporter, and it is gonna be a plant on the A site. Now we do see Fails coming in. He might just take a position from heaven, and the drone is gonna spot him out. So not too good for the defenders, but you know, this retake, it has to happen. Whitehorse just gonna station himself here on A shot. But UGG Revenants, they might take this a step at a time. The dark cover placed on A shot and showers just to block that vision. A good call, I would say, but ultimately Revenants, they're gonna back away from this one and go for the save instead.
Once again, Revenants forced to go for the save, and it's a similar save in the Vandal and the Operator being used. And the fact that the Operator is getting a couple kills every round, it makes the save worth. But what is not worth is the tempo now going towards the side of Godlike Esports. Godlike Esports, they went down in the initial couple of rounds to Revenants and their surprising gameplay. But you can see once they sort of understood their opponents, they're really settling into the groove and starting to dominate the way we expect them to. Now 4-2, all of them push down B long this round. And you can do that because you have the Breach in your lineup as well as the Sova. The Sova to reveal the site and the Breach to set up that vision play. They're able to get this this round through with that rotation, and now 4-2. Godlike Esports, this is the round for Revenants to really answer back, because Godlike otherwise will just run away with the game. Now you can see as we look at the scorecard, it's going to be a full buy for both teams. Japanese Thor, once again with the uncharacteristic aggressive push down B main, will find that opening kill onto Knight Rider. This is where the difference ends up being. Revenants, they have to get creative just as they're doing right now.
Godlike Esports, they do have the 2-round lead, but it's up to them to maintain this streak as Revenants here. They pick up the first kill on Knight Rider, a very key player, a beast of a jet player as well. And Godlike Esports, they got to scramble 4 members, but they do have the tools to make that happen. Rolling Thunder comes out from Chevy, and then Opshot's gonna miss Whitehorse just by a hair. SMX getting the plant down, 49 HP for Whitehorse. He's hit with the fault line. He can't see anything, but their cage is gonna keep him safe. Now the lockdown is on site, and all of Godlike Esports, they are moving out of the area. No players detained. Nicely played by the attackers. Chevy just gonna pump the seismic blast to ensure that nobody will be defusing that spike. Now Whitehorse in a very offensive position. He could be killed here. And there it is, Maru gonna pick up that kill. 3v3 situation. It could be anybody's game, but the spike is ticking. Revenants, they gotta pick up the pace. Godlike Esports, they playing with time. And Fields is gonna take down Scargot, Chivy, and SMX. They both pick up 2. It's a 1v2 situation. Chivy wraps that up with a beautiful triple kill. That is what you call a brilliant IGL. Not only is he giving the directions to his team, he's gonna frag as well. Chivy standing out, and you know, Breach is that agent that he always goes for, and the more that we watch Chivy on Breach, the better he is executing all of the abilities and just overall making himself very impactful.
Yeah, I think like for Chivy especially, Breach is such a comfort pick, because even before Breach really just started to dominate the meta the way he is doing right now, Breach was played by Chivy. He was continuously picking up that agent to set up the plays for his team and to really enable Knight Rider on that jet to be able to push in. The OG Jet Breach combo now really shutting down Revenant's time and time again. Once again with that first blood onto Japanese Thor. I feel like the way Japanese Thor aggresses, it's a very big coin flip for Revenants. Either he gets the first blood or he just gets taken down instantly and gives a big advantage to the other team. And now on the basis of that, the neural theft will come out. Knight Rider gets stacked by the spy cam, and now you can see all of Godlike funneling into P, using Knight Rider's pressure to get that site.
Scargot, he's getting that plant down. Whitehorse gonna find the second kill of this round. Stepping up, Cypher on attack. That is tough to play, but he knows how to manipulate his abilities. And there it is. He gets that information, but Nuke's gonna win the gun battle. And feels it, doesn't see Knight Rider. He's gonna pick up a double. And last man standing is lethal on the side of Revenants. He's gotta back away. But Godlike Esports, they have analyzed Revenants. They are adapting to how they approach these defensive rounds, and Godlike just showing such great authority over these defenders, getting the spike down, and you know, they're looking for lethal. They don't want to let him live. They might just take his life.
They're all swarming into A side, hunting for lethal. SMX, he took the TP. Scarguard will find him, take him down. That's gonna be 6-2 for this side of Godlike Esports, and Revenants forced into a really bad economic situation. They had the full buys last round, but they were not able to make it work because it's just as you said, Godlike, they understand the way Revenants want to play. What Revenants really need to do right now is when you have these Sentinels in your lineup, you really need to be switching up the positions time and time again, because Godlike, they now understand A shot is held by Killjoy abilities. We can't go to A short, we can go to B because the Cypher requires much more easier to break. So they need to switch their Cypher Killjoy around for Revenants and try to surprise Godlike a bit more, because you can see Godlike, they notice this position in B and they're exploiting it to hell. Knight Rider with 2, Godlike on B.
Now we see Nuke firing away eco round for the defenders, and Knight Rider picking up that triple. And White just gonna chime in and pick up Fields. Japanese Thor, last man standing with his signature Frenzy. And, you know, 1v5 situation, I don't want to be pessimistic, but that's going to be tough. And Whitehorse cleans up that last kill. Flawless round. for Godlike Esports with a 5-round lead over Revenants, and that is just insane.
Yeah, Godlike Esports just starting to run away with the map, and this is exactly what I meant earlier when I said the tempo cannot really be given to a team like Godlike because they just start to dominate. I think for Revenants, they're doing exactly what I wanted, which is switching up the Sentinels with Killjoy going to B and Cypher going to A. But the issue now is like the Killjoy, she's holding the operator, and the B side not really the best of places to find angles for that operator. We'll have to see if they can make it work because it's Knight Rider dashing in aggressively down B main. Will find that opening kill onto Japanese Thor. Knight Rider in this solo duelist lineup really feels like he started to just come ablaze and explode with the potential that we know he has.
4v4 situation. And Godlike Esports, they've got their footing and they're ready to rumble. Tracking down, gonna be removed. And Whitehorse making his way on site. And what is interesting is that, you know, Whitehorse, he acts as sort of like an entry fragger on that Cypher, and he makes it work because you gotta have really good aim, you gotta be able to win really quick duel. Skargot there picking up Maroof, and you know, Whitehorse being able to make that work is a huge advantage for Godlike Esports. Now Skargot taking down Fields, Revenants down to just 2 members, and it seems like they're losing a little bit of momentum here. Godlike Esports hanging on with 3. 1 member extremely low. Whitehorse just playing it out, and this is the discipline that I like from Godlike a lot. You know, the ability to play with time, but this is gonna be new. Coming in from the back with the Rolling Thunder is perfectly placed. He's gonna pick up 1 kill, but Whitehorse is gonna take down Lethal. That leads into a 1v2. Nuke 1v1. That's gonna be a 4K from Nuke, but does he have the time to defuse? And it looks like it's gonna blow. Great kills, but not enough time. Godlike Esports, they're gonna get their 8th round. Man, oh man, Nuke coming in heavy. Great ultimate, great kills, but it was a little bit too late.
It was literally a second too late. 82 milliseconds is what he needed. All he needed to get that spike through. Not able to do it, just that coming in a bit late. But this push by Nuke, headshot after headshot, getting that last kill onto Skargot for a 4K. He almost just completely demolished Godlike's hold onto A side and was able to single-handedly take it down with the help of the Rolling Thunder. But Godlike, they're the ones who pick up the round. They're the ones now with the 6-round advantage. At 8-2, it's Godlike Esports, our runners-up from Series 3, really running away with this map on bind in the round of 64 in Series 4. We'll really have to see if UGG Revenants can bring something new to the table. This time, you don't see any aggressive push from them because they acknowledge that that was too close. They really need to pick up these last 2 rounds and try to get to magic number 4. But aside of Godlike, though, it's completely free roll, and you can see it in the way they're playing. All of them completely spread out, all of them holding down angles in multiple sides to try to get the picks before they commit.
Indeed. Now Whitehorse gonna be carrying that spike, and 3 members on the side of defense placed on the B side. Now Knight Rider, he does see the fault line, it connects, but no one there to quite pick up the kill. Knight Rider inching in very slowly, trying to gain control of Hookah. 40 seconds left on the clock, and Knight Rider, he picks up the kill on Japanese Thor so quick, but he doesn't find the second as Nuke takes him down.
30 seconds left.
Godlike Esports, they're setting up the raid onto the B side. Dark covers are out, Cypher cages are out, Fields, he's in the back, not gonna get the kill with this. Whitehorse gonna take him down. Shivy, he will get that spike planted, and Nuke here in elbow. Looking for an opportunity. Whitehorse gonna take down Maroof, down to 2 members. The defenders are struggling, and Nuke is firing away, Vandal in hand, but will he pick up these kills? He fights Skargot. 2v4 becomes a 2v2. SMX gonna take out Nuke and Lethal. 1v2 situation, and he's gonna move right behind, go for that reload, and Shivy drops a really well-placed seismic blast. Seems like he does have an idea of where Lethal is. 1v2 situation. Dark cover does give him some priority here. Lethal gonna spot out the Sova. Is he gonna get the kill? Not quite, as SMX takes his head off.
Like Esports doing really well to pick up that
round in
round.
the half.
The way they execute it onto B, you can see that they take in the knowledge of where the abilities are from those two sentinels in the Killjoy and Cypher from the previous round, and then they input it into their strategy for this round, making sure to take out the angles, making sure to look out for those utilities. Being able to deny utility to a double sentinel lineup basically destroys the other composition, because suddenly if Killjoy doesn't have her nanoswarm grenades to use, if she doesn't have her alarm bots, she doesn't get value out of those, she's not as great of an agent. And you can see exactly why Godlike Esports, they love this double initiator lineup, because it just sort of flows in with their gameplay of trying to always be the macro enabled team with the right micro plays. They always go for the rotates, they always go for the change of plays, the change of strategies, and continuously being creative. It's the 9-2 Godlike now. Once again, they're all going to 5-man down B, but this is where all of Killjoy's utility is set up. You can see down at B long, a couple of grenades, a couple of arrows, an alarm bot. We'll see if they can hold on, because Godlike, they're going for B full on.
Now Fields here, just lurking in hookah. Godlike Esports, they are gathered up on B long, and we have seen this strategy a few rounds ago when, you know, they'll pick up some kills and they probably go for the teleporter play. But Godlike Esports, they are very quick to adapt to any kind of situation, and it seems like that isn't going to be the plan. But Japanese Thor is circling behind. The Rolling Thunder comes out. Knight Rider picks up a quick double. Japanese Thor will find Shivy, and that should be key information on his positioning. White Horse takes down Lethal as well, and last man standing is going to be Nuke. Seems like the last round before the swap is probably going to go to Godlike Esports here. I mean, 1v4. Nuke, you've got to be a madman to do this, but White Horse is going to seal that deal. White Horse coming in massive for so many of these rounds.
Sides.
I do feel that he's a little bit overlooked as a player, just a really good cipher. And, you know, now that the last round is over, double digits for Godlike Esports and only 2 for Revenants. You know, Revenants has to really try to bring this back on the side of attack. And Godlike Esports, you know, being in defense, I do feel that they might be a little bit more comfortable there, considering that Bind is, you know, a bit more defense favored.
Yeah, because when you come down to it, like in its roots, Bind in itself is a bit easier to hold down from the defensive angle because of the lack of angles through which the attackers can approach. And that becomes so much harder when you have that double sentinel in your lineup, because suddenly you don't know where to put that Cypher trapper. Like both the sentinels cannot be holding backstab. One sentinel has to play proactively, and that's exactly where I'm looking at Fields. Fields on the Killjoy, he needs to really step up with his usage of the turret in the attack to try to make proactive plays to sort of inspire a comeback for your UGG Revenants. Because Knight Rider, you can see this is why he thrives. This is why Godlike love that double initiator lineup, because for them it's all about allowing Knight Rider the free reign to go where he pleases, to kill who he pleases, and be who he pleases, because that's exactly where Knight Rider is at its best. 10-2, and Knight Rider already with a double, giving yet another lead to Godlike.
You know, the Frenzy has definitely shot up in popularity, you know, as compared to the earlier series that we have, you know, watched a lot and casted. But I do like the fact that the Frenzy is definitely making rounds, and Knight Rider there, he's going to be one of them to really utilize that. Now Fields here in hookah. White Horse going to take out Maru, but Revenants here not off to a great start on the side of attack. And Fields, he's going to fire away, picking up White Horse, but SMX gets a return kill.
30 seconds
last man
left.
standing once again with the ghost in hand. Just going to drop a flash, and he's going to go for the challenge. Fires away the fault-like connect, 26 HP, and Shivy seals that deal. 11 rounds for Godlike Esports. They are looking to close this match out.
Godlike Esports, they lost the first 2 rounds and nothing else. Ever since they got to that bye round, they used that first 2 rounds to just download UGG Revenants, and they have dominated on an 11-round win streak now, refusing to lose a round altogether. And it's primarily because, like, unlike other top tier teams, we see time and time again, like some top tier teams, they just tend to have a little bit of fun, do a little bit of experimentation in the earlier rounds. But Godlike Esports, we never see that from them. They play the perfect way there is to play, continuously changing their macro approach, continuously changing the angles they're holding, always going for the off angles to surprise the other team and keep the matchup as clean as possible. Godlike Esports, formerly FAR, who were our runners-up, they're looking extremely scary as a team because of their consistency. And now with that consistency and 11-round win streak, pushing forward into this round, Godlike with the buys.
SMX finding the first kill. It could be match point here for Godlike Esports. SMX showing up. That's going to be a double for him. Nuke here is going to be taken down. Triple kill for SMX. Whitehorse going to find one. Maru falls and Scargard gets the last. No. Match point for Godlike Esports. You know, after the first 2 rounds where Godlike Esports kind of gave it up to Revenants, it's almost like, you know, they looked at the situation and they didn't want to be in a pickle. There were some rounds that were really close as well, and that's where we saw, you know, Revenants really shine and show us what they're capable of, but it's not quite enough. And consistency is just so key here. We do see that Godlike Esports, you know, the members are, each individual member, you know, they're able to pick up multiple frags, and that is something that we have to see from Revenants as well. But nonetheless, we are going to go into this next round. Scargard here, he's going to be on a site, and Revenants, they got the full buys. And let's see how this pans out. You know, a few light armors.
Yeah, Knight Rider though, he's got the Phantom already, and that's gonna be a scary sight to see because Revenants, they had to go for the first buy last round, which means they don't have the proper economy. They have to go for the first buy again this round, and it's Knight Rider holding it down. Knight Rider with that Phantom will get taken down. Now that's a free gun for Revenants, and Revenants using that pressure to push in aggressively down in lamp. Scargard does not find one, finds a lot of HP down for Revenants though, but it's still Revenants with the man advantage, pushing forward into A site.
Scargard is playing this amazing. He's shuffling in and out of lamps. He's gonna pick up a double. And SMX finds Japanese Storm. Whitehorse gonna take out Maru. Nuke is the last man standing, and Scargard seals the deal with a beautiful triple kill. Brilliantly played in that last round. He was just in and out of lamps, just checking his back. And that is exactly how you play in such a risky position, because Revenants had a great entry. And, you know, with all the audio cues, Scargard, it's understandable why he was constantly just looking over his shoulder. But there it is, Godlike Esports, they're going to make it over to the round of 32.
Yeah, Scargard, he played that round exceptionally because not only is he able to continuously just hold off 3 members down at lamps, he's able to halt that push in its tracks, because despite the fact that you see Knight Rider going down early, Revenant's not able to use that advantage they got to really push in. Now, for the side of Godlike, it's going forward to the round of 32. It's Knight Rider with that 23 kills. Now, next up is going to be Velocity Gaming coming in. And before that though, we'll take a second to really look at this match coming through for Revenants and Godlike. Godlike, they completely ran away with it after the first buy round with the Relive the Moment, brought to you by Ideapad Gaming 3 Notebook, powered by Ryzen 4000 series processors, perfect for gaming and multitasking. Now, for me personally, I think the biggest issue coming into this matchup for Revenants was they're not able to really get as much value of the fact that they had a double Sentinel lineup starting on defense as they could have. A couple things that we never saw from them, like for example, we didn't see the Killjoy switch over to side B and use different positions till it was a 6 or 7 round win streak for Godlike already. We never saw the Cypher Killjoy hold down one side altogether and try to stack the other side and push in aggressively from Revenants. And I think that's where they were really lacking. The idea of using different positions for your Sentinels to try and keep the other attacking team on its toes constantly. What this does is if you're able to utilize different positions, suddenly Shivi on that breach, he has to play continuous mind games to try and predict where he needs to use his abilities to perfection. Because while breach has a lot of flashes, if you use those flashes to push down an angle that is not being defended, then suddenly you're out of the utility, no way to push forward, and that's where the double Sentinels thrive. That not coming through for Revenants, coupled with the fact that Godlike, They're a team that plays so consistently in the right meta standard way, able to just adapt always. Sometimes go for the A push, sometimes go for the B push, sometimes spread out and play for pick, showing a versatility that is expected of a top tier team. Our runners up from Series 3 playing exceptionally here to make sure that they're able to take this win home and move on to the round of 32. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of this team moving forward, and they're being godlike. Now, we're going to go set up for map 3, game 3, which is going to be carrying the former defending champions from Series 2 in Velocity Gaming. I know you're all excited for it, so we'll go real quick, set that up, get it ready for you. In the meantime, make sure you check out the links in the description below for the big sales going on. Time for you to get some Diwali gifts for your family and friends. Make sure you also like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll go set up with Velocity real quick and see you for map game 3 in the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 4.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're young, baby, while we're young, baby, while we're
Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done it. 3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions.
Shivy, he's gotta do something about it. The spike is ticking, but wrap up with the triple kill to end it off. Your champions are Team Tamelas.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenges Series 4. Powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD, we have ACT as our fiber partner and AFK Gaming as our media partner. This time Aggressive is going to be joining me on the panel, and coming up it is Velocity Gaming versus Sakura Rangers. Now, I am so excited for this match, Aggressive. You know, Velocity Gaming, they have been our two-time champions in Series 1 and Series 2. They took a break in Series 3 and now they are back to try and reclaim the throne from Team Tamelas or from any other contesting teams. Now, Sakura Rangers, this is going to be the first time we are seeing them, and here on the Agent Select screen, we see that Hellfighter, the newest addition to Velocity Gaming. He was in Global Esports previously. What do you think about, you know, Velocity now back in the game, and how do you think, you know, this match is going to play out, Aggressive?
This match is going to be extremely scary coming out from the side of Velocity. We know what they can do, and with the addition of Hellfighter, one of the big names coming out from the side of Global Esports now joining the VLT roster, their firepower has just amped up to a point where it's just on a nuclear level. Like, one wrong move and this team is going to explode, and they're going to be going in fast and they're going to be going in hard. This just goes to show what kind of a team they were. And moving forward, it's just going to be even better, because I want to see what Velocity is going to be bringing down to the table. They had such a long break. They missed out on Series 3. And after, like, we recently heard that they moved to boot camp as well. So a lot of new strategies, a lot of new changes are going to be coming down to them. And they have refined their plays. Their plays were already so refined. And after boot camp, you don't know what they're going to be bringing down to the table.
You know, moving into a boot camp is just so important for a team. You can train on your synergy, you're with your teammates 24/7, and let's see how that translates into Velocity Gaming's gameplay. Now, Excali is gonna draw first blood, getting that kill onto Mystic Gohan, and Amaterasu finds a kill, Antidote as well. Is this going to be a team A? Sakura Rangers, they are up against a massive team, and the fact that they've made it all the way to the round of 64, this is going to be one of their toughest games yet. Now, Crazy here, he's taken out by Excali with a headshot, and Stefan gonna find a pick off here. He's firing away at Hellfighter, but he gets hit with the fault line, and that is going to be the first round going over to Velocity Gaming.
That was a really well played round coming out from the side of Velocity. And that concuss coming out from the breach was so perfectly placed and so well executed that Hellfighter, when he took that peek, he only needed to check one angle. He either needed to check his left, because either he needed to check his right side fully to make sure that no one was sitting in deep. He doesn't even need to look at the left side, because there is no way he's just going to get one tap out of nowhere if he plays his card right. Well played round coming out from the side of Velocity. The pistol round win does go in their favor, and this forces Sakura Rangers into a full guy or an eco, and they are going to be going for the eco round on this side. Wall does go through on the mid, and we're going to be seeing a Sage on split. It's not really a bad pick, I would say, but against a team like Velocity, I think you need a bit more stopping power and a lot more firepower to work with. But just as I say, Hellfighter and Excali coming in massive from their side. One headshot each, with the Boombot dealing a little bit of damage towards the side of Excali. They're going to be holding down this CT rotation, trying to force out any sort of angle. But Gudu is able to take out Excali. Being able to take one member down is going to be massive, but with only 25 HP to his name, it's going to be pushed through the flame wall, and it's just going to leave Arno on this stage, slowly creeping up through the sewer angle to see if he can get some damage done and probably save a Spectre for himself in the long run.
Now, the Sage is really hard to work with considering the changes to this particular agent, but Arno here, he can prove us wrong. He has the pistol in hand, eco round for Sakura Rangers, so not too much expectations here. But Velocity Gaming coming in with a bang, and we do see that right to Ace, he is on that Omen. And, you know, Split is famous for being the bane for Sova. You know, Sova just doesn't quite work here, and right to Ace, you know, he's going to make that switch up for his team, and that is completely understandable. And, you know, on the breach, we do see Amaterasu, the IGL of Velocity Gaming. He calls the shots. He is the brains behind the team, and he definitely leads his members to victory with a two rounds secured for Velocity Gaming. They're off to a great start. Now, as for Sakura Rangers, they are running that Sage and Brimstone, something that we don't see very often here on Split. But, you know, I'm excited to see how they are going to make this work. They are starting out on the side of defense, and Split is a little bit tricky because, you know, we see teams usually do well on the side of defense, but we have seen in professional gameplay that you can do just as good on the side of attack as well, but it requires a lot of coordination. And Gudu, he's gonna fall to Antidote, and Crazy picks up a kill with the boombot onto Antidote. Excali taking out Crazy, leaves Sakura Rangers with only 3 members left, and it seems like they gotta go for the retake as Excali has planted the spike. Now Hellfighter takes out 2 members. Last man standing is gonna be Mystic Gohan and Hellfighter to end it off with a triple kill. Velocity Gaming, they are not letting Sakura Rangers slip from their grip at all.
They're not going to be slipping up whatsoever, but when you think of a team like Velocity, they play it so well, they play it so fast, and there's not really a lot of breathing room that you can give. There's not really any form of breathing room that Velocity is giving towards the side of Sakura Rangers. They're playing it fast, they're playing it quick, they're playing it decisive. Every single dash and every single movement has a purpose. And to go up against a team of Velocity's caliber, you need to try and go for all of those straight kills, because every single one of the members of Velocity, they are probably the best mechanical players in the entirety of the region, going up against quite a lot of the unknown players from the side of Sakura Rangers. So being able to go for those trade kills is going to help a lot, with Arno being able to take out Hellfighter with an off-angle peek from his side with the Spectre. He's going to be able to upgrade going into a 3 versus 4 scenario into a post-plant. But will Sakura Rangers be able to come out on top is the real question.
Excali finding that triple kill. And that is pretty much all of the members that have gone down from Sakura Rangers. Excali there. Arno's gonna get a return kill. Revenge. He's not gonna let Excali slip by. And the fault line does connect. Antidote secures that kill. Mystic Gohan once again left to defend for himself. And Antidote's gonna take him out with a headshot. Dominant performance from Velocity Gaming. They are back in this, you know, taking that break from Series 3. We did have a little bit of a conversation with Velocity Gaming. They did mention that, you know, it was time for them to breathe as a team. You know, it is healthy to take a break once in a while. And, you know, they have been practicing behind the scenes as well. So, you know, we can definitely see all of that practice translate. I mean, securing the champions position twice in a row in Series 1 and 2 is just massive. And, you know, for all of you fans, you can definitely follow this team and watch how they're gonna do now that they have returned into the scene here, competing for that title once again. Now Antidote is gonna fire away at the barrier, breaking that down. Just gonna pop a reload. And Sakura Rangers, they got to analyze the movements of Velocity Gaming, but it's going to be particularly hard because, you know, Amaterasu as an IGL, he has been able to outsmart majority of teams. You know, Global Esports, they did come close once, but Velocity Gaming, if you're looking for consistency, this is the team. Antidote picking up a kill onto Crazy. Sakura Rangers, they're scrambling around. They're coming in for the rotate. They gotta play the cards right. Excali on site. He is watching the alleyway. Hellfighter's gonna pick up a double, and right to Ace will secure the plant.
They got this plan secured, and ladies and gentlemen, this is such a bad situation for the side of Sakura Rangers.
I know
They're gonna be missing Gohan sitting up on this back angle, but he has to peek out immediately with the neural theft coming out from the side of Hellfighter, and it's gonna be the Phoenix being the only one remaining, but Amaterasu, the brains of the team, is gonna come in from the garage angle and cleans them up. And this was such a well executed round from their side. Hellfighter going in for the flank from the CT angle is able to find two from his side, and of course with the neural theft forcing out Mystic Gohan sitting in the smoke, he's gonna be able to find another kill, and a really fast, well-played, coordinated movement coming out from the side of Amaterasu to go in and see the last known peak angle, being able to clean up the Phoenix. That is all she roll, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be 5 rounds on the board for the side of Velocity Gaming, and they're looking stronger than ever.
Cover going out.
Round of 64. And there could be a little bit of a skill mismatch, but hey, you know, it happens. Sakura Rangers getting a taste of competitive. That running back going to keep the Phoenix safe. He is going to be looking. Antidote with the dash in onto sight. The flinch connects from Amaterasu. And there is a rolling thunder. Antidote secures a double kill, but Hellfighter, he does fall. And Sakura Rangers down to 3 members. Velocity Gaming with the man advantage. Amaterasu will secure that plant. Arno just swapping up his weapons, and he's very much ready to make himself known up here in B Tower, but he's got to peek very carefully. The firepower on Velocity Gaming is insane. They are filled with players with so much experience in competitive FPS gaming. Excali security kill onto Arno. Excali with the double, and Amaterasu gets the finishing blow. Velocity Gaming on the side of attack, proving that it is not a problem for them at all.
Velocity Gaming. When it comes to this team, I didn't really have the luxury of like casting them when it came to Series 2 or Series 1, but now I can see what the hype is all about. And this team, I've seen their bots and they are just looking so much better, and they have improved so much as well. They were already such a high caliber team, and the fact that they have improved, it's just scary to me, because the coordination, the team play, every single flash, every single concuss, every single ultimate and every ability used has a purpose. They're clearing out so many angles, and immediately we're going to be seeing the other members clear out the off angle, the one angle that the other person did not check. One angle was not covered by abilities, and just as I said, it's going to be handed out with a Blade Storm, being able to find two, but Crazy with the Showstopper just runs in front of his face and takes out Antidote with his own ultimate. But Excali is able to take revenge on his side, killing his own clone. And it's gonna be a post-considering going out onto this B side with Amaterasu using the concussive line. He's already ready to go in for a peek. Stimbikin has been used from the side of Mystic Gohan to give a little bit more support for his angle, but it's gonna be Hellfighter chilling out below this heaven side, trying to find any forms of information. 24 seconds remaining on the camera. They need to try and execute onto this side as fast as possible, but it's going to be Mystic Gohan being able to take one onto right to ace, and it's going to be Amaterasu being extremely low from his side, but he's going to be able to survive. It's going to be Stephen though on the back angle trying to go in for a peek, but Amaterasu with a well-placed headshot onto Arno and Excali onto the Reina is going to be able to take them out. And another round on the board for the side of Velocity Gaming, making it a 0-7 on split as well.
Appreciate the plan that Sakura Rangers did put in place for the retake. They spread themselves out. You know, we see the Sage trying to come in from B main. We see, you know, the Brimstone. He was taken down by Hellfighter, unfortunately, but spreading out for a retake and trying to potentially ambush the attackers from different angles, that is the right idea. Now, Sakura Rangers, they could definitely sharpen that up, but, you know, it's good to see that these teams taking part in tournaments like this to have a taste at competitive gaming, totally understand kind of like the basics of how this works, and you know, trying it out time and time again. They decided to go up against Velocity Gaming. I think it's pretty brave, and you know, Sakura Rangers, let's see how they're going to be able to analyze and adapt, and that's something we always talk about. So Sakura Rangers, you know, they have a few more rounds at least here in the first half to try to kind of find, you know, their footing and how they're going to be able to place themselves in this match. Now, Velocity Gaming, it's going to be pretty hard to beat them because they don't want to make any mistakes. And that is going to be 3 kills right off the bat. 50 seconds left to spare. This time, right to ace. He's going to get the spike planted. 7 rounds strong. Sakura Rangers, they are only 2 man, but Mystic Gohan picks up a kill before he goes down to Excali. Last man standing is going to be Crazy here with the Spectre in hand. Inching his way in, he sees Excali. but his head's taken off. 8 rounds for Velocity Gaming.
8 rounds, and this is like a very dominant performance, as you said. Skill match coming out. It does happen quite frequently, but there are moments of brilliance coming out from Sakura Rangers. They have the mechanical prowess, but of course, against Team Velocity, it's not gonna just work out if you have mechanical prowess. They need to try and outsmart Velocity as much as possible, but at the same time, players like players from the side of Velocity, they have so much confidence in their own ability. They can just do whatever they want. And wait, what?
He does find a kill there. Not sure what you notice. They're aggressive, but that is wait. Yeah, I see it now. I mean, all of Velocity Gaming. It's just Excali. It's just Excali. It's just Excali with a triple kill. The resurrection is fought by Arno, but that's not going to be enough. That's going to be a 4K for Excali. And it seems like Velocity Gaming, they're taking a little bit of a relaxation there in their base. And Excali, he's going to find an ace. But, you know, the resurrection and Stefan Reynolds is going to stop him in his tracks. Not exactly sure why Velocity Gaming has decided to pull this off. But Excali goes down, and the remaining 4 members, they got to get onto site to get that spike planted.
So just some casual gameplay. He's like, okay, I'm just going to be putting my legs on the table, and I just got to be lounging for a little bit. That is what every single one of the members did for like that initial lineup. But for now, Velocity, they're going to be able to take that spike plan down. And Stephen, he's going to need to try and go for the retake against 4 members of Velocity Gaming. But slowly moving up, he does find one, but everyone, they're going to be coming right out for him. It's going to be Hellfighter, though, with the well-placed headshot going onto the CT angle, being able to take him down. And another round on the board for the side of Velocity Gaming.
Sakura Rangers there. Didn't expect that, but Excali, you can't see his mechanical skill. But Velocity Gaming, you know, I'm not sure what they're trying to pull off. But it's good to see that Sakura Rangers, they are still trying their level best. And, you know, they're trying to make things work. But the experience, the sheer amount of experience from Excali is just too much to handle. But that is going to be 9 rounds secured from Velocity Gaming as they do walk around in circles. This time, Antidote is up. And he is going to take that challenge. I'm not sure if this is very sportsman-like, but we're going to go with the flow here. Antidote, 1v5 situation. And Sakura Rangers, they're going to inch it slowly. Crazy takes down Antidote with a headshot. You're not going to mock us anymore. Sakura Rangers, they realize what's going on. And, you know, a little bit of revenge. Don't get too cocky. That's the message they're trying to put out there. But Velocity Gaming, 4v5 situation. They are going to make their way over to B site. And they have the spike in hand. And, you know, they got to get that spike planted. The rotations are coming in from the defenders. Hellfighter hit by that satchel. Excali just not being a little too mindful of his teammates. Hellfighter taking down Crazy. They're going to get this spike down. But Hellfighter there gets another kill right to Ace. Going to find Gudu. And Mystic Gohan sprays, but he doesn't connect with the kill. Stefan Reynolds going to pick up Amaterasu. Last man standing is Arno. Hellfighter does secure a triple kill. And Arno going to make his way through B main. 1v3. This is going to be a hard one, but let's see how he's going to pull this off.
This is very much possible because Arno, two members from the side of VLT are low, but never mind. There's going to be another fast one coming out from the side of right to Ace, going in from the mid side, going in for the flank, and being able to clean up Arno on the back end. Was a 1v5 initially, but at the very end, it's going to be VLT coming out on top, even if Antidote was not able to get that opening frag on his side. And Sakura Rangers, they are playing their hearts out, but at the same time, against a team like VLT, it's going to be so difficult. Like, initially I saw that they were playing for those off angles, they were playing for the trades against Antidote, but at the very end, when it came to the site retake, they didn't really play like the way that I thought they would.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying the action, remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon because we will be streaming majority of the matches throughout the course of this tournament. And if you want to get more of Velocity Gaming, you should be sure to subscribe. And now back into the game, double digits secured for Velocity Gaming. You know, they're looking for a clean sweep. Sakura Rangers being able to secure at least one round will do them a lot of benefit because that kind of shows progress on their end. Now, Hellfighter, he's inching his way in, and he is he's an excellent Cypher player here. He's gonna find Crazy. He knows the Phoenix is there. He gets flashed, but the Phoenix isn't gonna peek him. Hellfighter picks up the kill onto Gudu, spots out Arno, fires away, and Arno here. Stefan's gonna take out X-Cali, and right to ways with the double kill. Hellfighter wraps that up. Triple kill. Velocity Gaming looking to close this out with a clean sweep of possibly 13-0.
This is one of those matchups that we are going to be watching them going one by one, just cleaning up the entirety of Sakura Rangers. And this just goes to show what kind of a mechanical prowess that VLT has at their disposal. But at the same time, it's going to be one of those rounds. Like, when it comes to the round of 64, this isn't really that sportsmanlike to say, but at the same time, this is their matchup and they're feeling very confident, so they can do as they please. Moving forward, though, this is going to be right to Ace, stepping up to the challenge, going into a 1v5, ladies and gentlemen, going in for the big brain play. It's going to be the Omen trying to use the TP, but Arno, he's just chilling out on that smoke angle, being able to take out right to Ace. And now the cavalry is going to be coming through, the angry members of Velocity Gaming coming in and being like, you killed my boy, time to slaughter you all. And they're gonna be rushing down into this A side to go for the bomb plant, ladies and gentlemen. And with X-Cali, he pulls out the showstopper, he's extra man, and he's pulling out the big guns. Using the big gun, he's able to take out Steven. With another headshot, takes out Arno. And with another headshot, he's able to take out the running back clone. 4 HP to work with. Doesn't go for the 1 bullet kill. The flash has been used from his side, but a well-placed spray from X-Cali. He finds another one and another one from his side. 4 kills for the side of X-Cali before he does go down. And it's gonna be Miskate Dohan trying to go for one, but the Matarasu way too quick on that angle peak is able to find a well-placed headshot to take him out. And it's gonna be 12-0 for the side of Velocity Gaming.
You know, those were some slick moves from X-Cali himself. You know, if you are a Raze main, you gotta look at X-Cali for some tips. I mean, the movement on the satchel, the showstopper. And despite getting blinded here, he did manage to pick up the 4K. I mean, come on, X-Cali. That is just nuts. And, you know, Velocity Gaming, they have match point. 23 kills on the board for X-Cali. The side swap has happened. And this time you are going to see Velocity Gaming on the side of defense and Sakura Rangers on the side of attack. Man, Sakura Rangers, you know, now is the pistol round. They could try to get one round for themselves, but they got to rely on accuracy. And, you know, Velocity Gaming, their accuracy is on point. But Stefan Reynolds, he has been fragging as much as he can for Sakura Rangers. And, you know, I respect it. He does pick up 1 kill, 1-for-1 trade. X-Cali, he gets a nade kill, and he shoots Arno down. 2 members left on the side of Sakura Rangers. Velocity Gaming might just take this one out. Very clean. Antidote gets the killing blow, and that is going to be Velocity Gaming. Moving over to the round of 32. Back again in the tournament. Big entrance. And they are definitely letting their fans know that they have not rusted during the time that they took a break. They're pretty much ready. They're perked up, and they are ready to go.
This just goes to show this was probably a new strategy, sending one member in 1 versus 5 in one of those rounds just to instill fear into your opponents, being like, okay, we are Velocity Gaming, we are gonna be coming for you. And at the very end of it all, this was a show of mechanical prowess and this was a skill mismatch. But Sakura Rangers, at the very least, I do hope that you try and understand that this is Velocity Gaming. You still, like, there were moments of brilliance, especially coming out from the side of Stephen on that Reyna. He was able to go toe-to-toe with some of the members from the side of Velocity and deal some form of damage. But in the long run, I would say work on your mechanical prowess, work on your team play, and try and play more as a team. And we're going to be talking more about this real soon.
I mean, they did manage to get all the way up to the round of 64. So, Sakura Rangers, we hope to see you guys again. And I think you guys really did your best. But ultimately, congratulations, Velocity Gaming. You guys move over to the round of 32. And that is actually all for today. We had 3 games streamed for you guys, and we saw Paratroops, Godlike Esports, and Velocity Gaming make it over to the next tier of the tournament. Now, you guys, we do have a little bit of an announcement. Today is actually going to be the last day, and we're going to have a 5-day break in light of Diwali coming up. So, during this festive period, we want to be sure that, all of the participants, all of the teams, they spend this time with their family and friends for Diwali, and also for ourselves and you guys. So remember to like and subscribe. We'll be back in 5 days. So, you got to click that bell icon so you get notifications whenever we are live again. Or you can check out the links in the description. We have a massive sale on LG monitors, or follow our socials. We usually update all of the stream schedules. And thank you for being here. It was a joy casting with you, Aggressive. My name is Apollonia. We were on the panel casting for you guys. And until next time, remember, happy gaming, stay safe, and good night.
Out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.